It's the 6th, hello, it's the 6th day of January 2025. You're welcome back. A-list celebrities leaving the US. Now, really, for me to be running kind of celebrity shows or talks mightn't be a very wise thing, but this is Trump season. Trump the count was on in the Congress in America today. The certification, and each state representative came in and gave the states a count of electoral college votes, and Trump and Vance got 312, and Kamala Harris and Walz got 226, I think it was. And they came in and they'd give the votes for Trump and for Vance and Harris and Walz, and they'd be the same. So that was it. That was just the way to do it. They would throw it anyway. And, Harris was running, she was the speaker or the president. So, of that house or whatever it was. But she announced it afterwards anyway that Trump had won. So that was an interesting one. In any event, this day fortnight he'll be sworn in. This fortnight he'll be sworn in. And today, when they announce his certification, unless he's killed or something now, or something happens, he's on course to be sworn in. All right, so it looks good that way if you're for him, as I am. Now, Trudeau has pulled the plug. Trudeau has resigned. Oh, he was some rascal. And Keir Starmer is coming under pressure in Britain. And Elon Musk is on his house. And Elon Musk has sort of criticised Nigel Farage. Now, the allegation about Keir Starmer is that he was, I think, head of the Crown Prosecution Service. And they told the police not to investigate the grooming of girls and the sexual exploitation and maybe rape of young girls. There was thousands of them in various locations in England. And the allegation is the reason was given for that was it would make the migration thing look bad, because all of these are from a certain demographic. I'll say what it is. I understand it's Pakistan, and I understand the religious background of them is Muslims. They're not necessarily all Muslims like that now, it has to be said, but there was a big amount of them Muslims, and Muslim names and Pakistani names. There may be other areas, but you can't say this if you're on RTE, but I'm a different RTE. And Farage has been ripping about that for a long time. And Tommy Robinson has been ripping about it for a long time. But Tommy Robinson got jail. And Musk has criticised Farage for not backing Robinson. Apparently, Farage has said Robinson's not on our party. Nothing to see here. Now, Farage has said that he will meet Musk when he goes over to the Trump's inauguration. I'd say it'll be patched up. Musk has said that that man Lowe, Rudolph Lowe or Rupert Lowe should be leader of Reform UK. It's very dodgy for him doing that because Farage is the man for Reform UK, and if they make a mess of it, they'll lose the vote again. And they'll let Labour back in. But anyway, I'll deal with that more when I hear a little bit more. Many people say that Musk shouldn't be interfering. Well, I want him to interfere big time. I'd like him to. I'll be making another video appealing to him to set up an anti-corruption group in Ireland, and I want to be head of it. All I want is the money. I'll get the barristers. We'll rip them out of it, including their non-compliance with the SCA directive. And many other things. We tackle the hate speech law, make McEntee come into the court and explain what she's doing. So I will be making a video, I'll post it here, asking Elon Musk, but I know he won't do it. But in any event, Musk has interfered in Britain, and a good thing too. Because the stuff must drive them mad to know that an unelected fella like Musk is telling them what to do. You can't do it in Britain. They jail you in Britain for doing it. I'm not sure why Robinson's in jail. I didn't get time to check it. You want to post underneath, do. His real name is Lennon. Don't know what Lennons. He could be the relation of the fiddler Lennons down here at Connemara in County Monaghan, not Connemara Cavan. Those 4 families of Lennons in Connemara. One of them was a relation of my own, but they were the feather Lennons. This is the fiddler. There's 2 other families. I don't know. It mightn't be any connection at all. But anyway, I think Tommy Robinson's a good lad. He's doing the best he can. He's a martyr for the cause. So anyway, apart from that, I made a video about these celebs. They're all going to get out of the US, according to them, and the big danger of them coming to Ireland, that we'll have to tolerate the creepy, rotten rascals, woke biddies coming here. Even Whoopi Goldberg. What happened if she arrived in Dublin? It'd be like you'd have to set the Steve Russell Hotel like a migrant hotel to hold her on its own. Some disaster. We have to take this seriously. Now, I dealt with the celebs, but there is a couple of other celebs just worth mentioning, and one is Kathy Griffin. She's a red-haired woman, and she's a so-called comedian. Now, I remember there used to be real comedians like Tommy Cooper, and I'd laugh my head off at them, and Frankie Howard and Benny Hill and the whole lot. There were some good comedians, Charlie Drake and Dick Emery. They were good comedians in my view. I thought they were funny, and I still do. But then comedians started getting political. And one of them was Rory Bremer, who used to be on a Sunday night. And he wasn't too bad at all. But then he started getting political. When the Twin Towers was attacked, he said it was from Saudi Arabia, and they invaded Iraq. He made the point they didn't invade the country that did it, they invaded Iraq. There's a point in that, but it was getting political against George W. Bush. And within a very short time, he was gone. Once they get political, they lose the whole fun. The whole fun goes out of it. So, right, this one is lambasted on Trump, and she alleges Trump sent the FBI after her, had her checked and monitored, and making all sorts of allegations. I don't know. I doubt if they're true. But anyway, she backed Harris. She was all for LGBTQ, woke, lesbian, gay, all this. What the hell are they getting involved with them? Sure, let the gays in that run do whatever they like. There's nobody saying a word to them. Well, why have they promoters? And I'll tell you what the final result would be, that the next war that the Americans will start, all the senior officers in the army will be gay. And there'll be LGBTQ, and they'll have fishnet tights, and there'll be, queer and plus Q and all this, and transgender and everything else. And you'll, like me, a young lad, find myself in with a rifle, fighting the enemy, fighting the Russians, and these geeks above in the office, and them ahead above in the office, and drinking cocktails. That's what they want. In any event, Trump's putting an end to a lot of that. But she's given out. But now the problem is she can't sell tickets. And she's now on begging people to come to her show. Oh, it's very good. Come and see it. Well, see, if you want to go, you have to buy a ticket. And that's money for her. It's not going to work. She's another one going to be poor. How they're going to get used to being poor, I don't know. It's not going to be easy for someone that's used to riches to become poor. Now, another one that's making the news again is the Bowl Megans. The Megans. Now, you might say, what have they to do with Trump? Well, Meghan McCain has come out attacking Meghan Markle. And Meghan McCain is a daughter of John McCain, who was an American army, a big army fella. No, he was a senator. He was a senator, John McCain. But he was in the army. And he hated Trump, and he lambasted Trump. And he was dying on his deathbed, and he still was at it. But Trump is in anyway. So she's a daughter, and she's come out against Meghan. So the story with Meghan is Meghan signed a deal with Netflix. They must be mad in the head for 100 million. I don't know how she got it all or what she done with it. Her bills will be fairly high. But she has this program coming up now called love, love Meghan. And it's a cooking program. Imagine this one doing a cooking program, and she couldn't boil an egg. Oh, cooking, everything served to them ones, by chefs and things. She's the nerve to start talking about cooking. And there's a trailer. I'll try and post it online for you. You'll get it there anyway. Love Meghan trailer. It's a little clip. And even Harry appears for a second in the end. And it's all this think positive and it's lovely, it's lovely. And it's a complete flop, like. But apparently now she sacked the crowd that was doing all the production and all of her new cookery program, and it shows her in the garden. She's going to be cutting vegetables and claiming she grew them. And then she brings them in and she says, "Or making. I love to take something simple and make it into something great." She gets a carrot and cuts it down the middle, or a strawberry, and she makes little buns and puts cream on them and puts cuts a strawberry in half and puts it on, and then her friend comes in, isn't this lovely, and all of this stuff. Oh, imagine another cookery program. God almighty, who'd want them? But they reckon anyway that it's going to be a flop. And the big thing is, people thought that she'd have her own Monticello, California home and let people in to see her home. But no, this is a set. This is a rented film set where she's doing it. So now you don't even get to see in the house. You don't even get to see in the garden. You don't get to see in, what do you call the children? Weird names. Oh, quit, don't talk to me. You'll get their names there somewhere posted underneath if you're that way inclined. So apparently the wheels was coming off that wagon as well. And she's supposed to have written a letter to King Charles recently complaining she's not getting enough money of him. So I don't know any more than that. But the connection there is she also said she doesn't want Trump, and she's already said she'll leave America if Trump gets elected, and he's going in now, and there's no sign of her leaving. So we'll have to be after her time now. She done it or got off the pot. Anyway, and that other one, what do you call her? I quoted her the last that left for England. One of the things about those of them that come to England, they're going to find the cold. England's as cold as here. It's cold out there tonight. There's a half inch of snow on the ground and a cruel northwest wind. Imagine when they get it. Of course they'll have oil heating, but still they won't have that comfort. So let me go back fairly quick to California. That's why California is popular, because it's warm. So, okay, folks, that's 12 minutes. So we have, Kathy Griffin. She does our Irish-American stuff and all that as well. I don't know, red-haired one. I don't think, once you go woke, you're no longer a comedian. But also, you have now Meghan in to watch out for with her cooker program. Oh my God, I get a dose of cooking programs. It's shocking stuff, cooking the 1 hour thing night, noon in the morning. She can't eat any of it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, folks, I get the Avonmore rice when I'm over here after lunch, and I have a rice. Rice is lovely, especially that Avonmore creamed rice, or even ambrosia. It's lovely with a bit of jam in it. You wouldn't beat it. Like, I know you have an old carton to throw out after it, but sure, that's the way it is. Anyway, folks, that's the story. They're freaking out with the Bowl Donald, and that Kathy Griffin one is blaming him for all her woes, and now he's back in as president. I don't think he's going to bother with her, but she can't sell tickets. So the point about all these celebs, anyway, they didn't realise that if you sicken a portion of the population, such as Trump supporters, they're not going to watch you, and you need full houses. You need bums on seats or people on the zapper at home watching you, because the program has to sell advertising as well. And if you don't get that, you are broke. Go broke. And Netflix will be licking its wounds. It's going to, over this year, it's going to realise that it's 100 million. They're never going to get it back, in my opinion. That's only my opinion. Of course, there'll be a certain amount of women in that look at it just because of who she is. I have me doubts, though. All right, folks, comment underneath. We leave the celebs for now. Of course, I forgot to tell you, And Bono got some award from Biden as well. He got an award, and Biden's pardoning the whole lot of them, the whole lot of the corrupt Democratic Party, so that Trump can't get at them or they can't prosecute them. He's doing a lot of that too. So he didn't pardon Leonard Peltier, the Native American man that I've been campaigning to get out. 50 years in jail. It's not right. Anyway, we'll see you back, folks. Comment on the need. Celebs. You're first fun with them. Trump's the boy to talk to them. Good luck. Bye.